Hero leveled up. The Ritualist. Decompose. Ruler leveled up. Support abilities now heal targets for 10 HP in addition to regular effects. Okay. Signature skill. Not worried about that right now. I want to get more affinity first. Some of these, oh, I can redo. Some of these are marauders, and some of these are like the fractaled people. So, cleanse, although I'm not cleansing a debuff right now, it does do regeneration because I've got that, let's see all those buffs? So I've got a whole bunch of apply this buff when doing a beneficial thing to an ally. Spoodereg. That was a good shot. That was a very good shot. Cleric's Fervor. And just throw him into their back line. So these are all enemy casters. So if I can just like charge into them with stuff, that will really mess them up. Oh, I didn't even think about that. So when I give someone an extra turn now, that gives them regen too. That's nice. Wait, what's the range on? It's two tile range, okay. Oh, I just realized the Death Knight lost his mount. I guess that weapon type isn't allowed to be used while mounted. Either mount with one-handers or no mount with two-handers. There are exceptions, like lances. Yeah, you can like charge with those, I think. But this is not one of them. Oh. Messed up there. Wrecked. Stay. Not worried about that. Advanced logistics, always. Academy's done. We got 3 more turns on getting most of these resources. Bathhouse is 3 turns. Yeah. One. Oh boy. that's a lot of dudes. Defeat a fractured infestation without casting any spells, with hands tied. Well, that's because I unchecked the box for the AI to use my spells. Retry. I was playing black. Mainly doing this just to get regen on him. Fell Dragon Youngling defeated too. Oh, is that the dragon in Enshrouded? When I finally beat it, it was because it bugged out and it just sat there and it let me kill it. Disrupted. Oh, okay. So disruption is a thing where if it hits a troop, they lose their enchantments. It was something that what was his name? Fairlight considered to be too overpowered. So during the multiplayer game with Fairlight's crew, that was one of the things on the do not use this list. Because like you can have someone with like 57 enchantments and then disrupted completely negates it. So like if you're using disrupted, then basically everybody needs to be using it. See, they gain regeneration when I hit them? The heck? Alright, the main thing, the guys with the shields, like the shield icon, those are tanks. The flame is like a mage. The Ankh is a healer. Like, the flames are the main thing I'm concerned with. If I can just tie up the others, that's good enough. Extra turn. Summon Spooter. Get in their face so they can't cast. Tempted to heal the sniper, but if I move them, they lose their sniper stance thing. Target cannot be affected. What? Why can't I taunt any of those? Odd. Okay. I constricted that mage so he can't move away from the tentacle, so he basically can't do anything dangerous next turn. That's good. Lots of healing from the enemy right now. Sniped one of their healers. Heal swap. Pull these guys back. Raise undead. Throw that at them. Couple of heals and buffs. Charge that mage. Okay, that mage is dead. How's the voice, Muck? I don't hear the funny TTS anymore. The funny TTS is always lurking when I need it. It still hurts, honestly. But I talked to a vocal... what is it? Basically a physical therapist for speech yesterday. And they poked and prodded me and a whole bunch of stuff. They think that... the guy thinks that he knows what's going on. It's the cricothyroid muscle in my neck is locked up. And he gave me basically like some physical therapy exercises to do each day, and I'm going to follow up with him after a week to see how it's going. So this is day 2 of neck physical therapy. So honestly, I don't feel any better than a day ago, but it's only been, you know, day 2. So hopefully we've got. I'll say it was really nice talking to the guy. He had very good bedside manner, and he seemed to really know what he was talking about. So hopefully he did. Hopefully he does. With that last spell I cast, it made a lot of more astral fractures all over the map, and some of them are under my troops, and I'm a little nervous now. 45%. You know what? Let's do this. I'm gonna try something here. So if I move the sniper, like it takes a full turn for her to line up a sniper shot. If I move her, she cannot do a sniper shot that turn. What if I pull her? She can. That works. So that means that if you like using sniper-style rangers, there is a little bit of synergy with them and the nomads. Interesting. Friendly fire there. That wasn't good. Back this guy up. So basically, they originally thought it was acid reflux splashing against your vocal cords, but in reality, you basically have a cramp in your throat. Again, so like, okay, doctor number 1 just said you got acid reflux. You have LPR, which is laryngeal acid reflux, and it's coming up and hitting your vocal area. And maybe it is, but that's not the original issue. Like, maybe it's a contributing factor, right? But the original issue was I did an 18-hour stream, and then it broke. So I'm much more convinced that it's like a physical thing, that, you know, and then the acid reflux maybe was just icing on the cake. Second doctor said, you know, yeah, you got acid reflux. Here's another dose of, what was it? They did like a swab and they found bacteria. So he's like, here's some antibiotics and here's some steroids and see if that fixes it. And that didn't fix it. And then doctor number 3 was like, poke, 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 poke. And I was like, ah! And he was like, oh, yeah, that's your cricothyroid muscle. And he's like, that hurts? And I'm like, yeah, that really hurts. And he's like, okay, yeah, that's your cricothyroid muscle. And he's like, and I specifically remember my wife was like, what's the treatment for that? And he goes, therapy. He said it like musical. Therapy. And I was like, okay. So, yeah, now I don't even know if I have, like, the doctor said, he's like, I don't know what it is with Atlanta ENT. They just tell everyone they have acid reflux. He's like, yeah, everyone has some acid reflux. He's like, but they just tell everyone they've got acid reflux and then kick them out of the office. So he would kind of badmouth them a little bit. But, yeah. Anyway, the good news, after the barium swallow test is tomorrow, we asked him if I should still do that, and he said yes. So after the barium swallow test, I'm going to try one of the other things called alginates, and then just go back to normal eating and drinking and see what happens. Oh, I was trying to decide on a spell, and then I realized I don't have enough combat casting points. I can't. No valid targets found. I can't... Huh? Okay, so these guys are all immune to taunt. Alright. Hit it then, I guess. Spider, if it attacks, will die from the retaliation, so we're just gonna tell the spider to wait, because then it'll waste his turn. Wow, I can't get above 25% chance to hit this guy. Oh, we shot our friend. Great. But again, the guy I talked to yesterday was really nice. The follow-up appointment has to be in person, so I have to make that hour-long drive there and back again. But after that, he's like, if, he's like, Kaiser, which is my insurance company, he's like, they'll most likely approve you for, like, you know, as many visits as needed for this, and they'll just count it as one. And he's like, and if that happens, then we can do, like, 10 video appointments after this to make sure you're healing right. And considering up until this point, I've basically been paying, like, you know, $200 each time a doctor sees me, even on a video call, I was like, that sounds amazing. Wait, did you just do 2 attacks? Interesting. Most two-handers, you run up and do 1 big hit. This one, if you haven't moved, does up to 3. Huh. I think we kept everyone alive, but there was occasionally... Yeah, okay, we did. There was occasionally times where a turn ended, then we heard a scream, and I wasn't sure if it was one of my units. Paladin Winged Helmet. Okay. Alright, so now... we can dig through that. Alright, I definitely want to let them heal for a turn before I do another huge batch of infestation mobs. So, Plag's army has 1 healer, 1 archer, and a lieutenant, and it's about to have a champion. Let's do 1 more champion, then it'll be full. As long as you don't expect too much too quickly, physical therapy usually has a very good track record. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a negative opinion of physical therapy. I've just never had to do it for anything in my life. Like, in my mind, I've always considered physical therapy like, you know, people learning to walk again and stuff like this. So it's definitely like, oh, what do you mean there's not a magic pill that fixes all my problems? But, you know, I woke up this morning, I drank the things I was supposed to drink, I ate stuff that was safe to eat according to Dr. 1, I did the exercises Dr. Number 3 told me, took my drugs, and here I am. I'm doing everything they say right now. What's up here? Sniper leveled. If not engaged in melee at the start of its turn, has plus 20% crit chance for its turn. Buffs to the Death Knight's army.